Welcome back, dear viewers. Thank you for staying with us here on Nile Cruise. Egypt is working to boost a green economy strategy, counting on clean energy. The green economy is increasingly important and it helps, of course, achieve the goals of fighting global warming and climate change. And in Egypt, is one of the main policy objectives is to achieve sustainable development within an emphasis on employment generation, poverty reduction, social equity, and environmental integrity. Egypt is also, by the way, one of the leaders, the global leaders in fighting global warming and climate change. Egypt will be hosting COP27 later this year in Sharm el-Sheikh in November, and there is a real political will here in Egypt to lead globally, not just regionally. To know more about green economy, we have with us here a second-year student at the Faculty of Economics and Political Sciences, Cairo University, Salwa Hany, and she's an assistant researcher in the economics unit. Salwa, thank you very much for joining us. So, tell us what you do at Cairo University to help raise awareness about the importance of green economy and to help Egypt achieve its sustainable development goals.
Well, thank you for
Thank you,
hosting me.
Salwa.
First of all, I was nominated by the team, FSD team, as to be a writer at the Egyptian Enterprise. So I started writing articles about the green economy. So it does help to raise awareness about this issue. Because it also is one of the goals to achieve the sustainable development and Egypt Vision 2030.
Wonderful. Do you write just in English, just in Arabic, in both languages?
Well, I just wrote in Arabic. The next time it will be in English, inshallah.
Okay, so wonderful. So you're writing in both languages. So why were you interested, first of all, in such a field, in such an activity about achieving SDGs, an activity specifically about green economy? Why were you what attracted you to this?
Well, I thought that there's a problem in raising awareness about this issue. Not all of the people know the great importance and the maybe the wrong things that could happen if people didn't know about the SDGs or the 17 goals. So it is an important thing to raise awareness about and to try to implement projects to reduce the effects of it.
Indeed. And why specifically green economy?
Well, I think because the green economy is a very important topic to talk about, especially these days due to the climate change and the different things that happen at the climate, and especially because of the COP27 event. So it is very important to talk about that and also to raise awareness about this issue. And because I think that due to the different projects that the government is implementing these days,
Yeah.
the administrative capital
Yeah.
and all the other things, the use of electric cars,
Yeah.
so all of it is important.
Indeed, Salwa, if I asked you to explain the term, I know it's difficult for anyone, but to explain the term green economy in the simplest form, because many people, including media people, wouldn't exactly know what is meant by green economy in the simplest form.
Yeah, well, green economy is an economy that improves the human welfare and the national spending or the social spending. It also tries to significantly reduce the environmental risks. That's
Okay, so how does green economy contribute towards environmental prosperity? I mean, we want a clean environment. Sometimes we hear like green construction or, I mean, green hydrogen. I mean, the word green has gotten
Yeah,
in every
every single
field.
yes.
Yeah. So how can indeed this green business or green economy help achieve SDGs?
Well, among the important tools to achieve the sustainable development is the green economy, of course. So, the United Nations is helping to support countries interested in this field, the issue of sustainable development. So, there will be projects implemented to reduce the carbon effects, carbon dioxide effects, and all the emissions that harm the human life.
Hmm.
So that's we're working on these projects to try to reduce.
I'm glad that you mentioned the fact that you were encouraged by the fact that Egypt is to host such a big event as
Yes.
COP27, and that demonstrates the will of the political leadership to lead efforts not only for the sake of Egypt but for the sake of the globe in fighting climate change. I'm glad that you were um, that was one of the things that attracted you to this field. So you felt that there is keenness from the political leadership. That's why you wanted to get involved. I want to ask you and get more into detail here about Egypt's plans in renewable energy. How do you see the renewable energy projects in Egypt, and how is that important again for a clean environment and for fighting global warming?
Egypt had made several wind and water world plants, and also it was one of the largest water plants was in Aswan.
Yes, bin
Yes,
ban. Yes.
yeah,
Mm.
and also in coordination with the concerned authorities. There have been projects to try to achieve one of the goals of the sustainable development and especially the green economy.
Yeah.
Also, the taxi replacement projects was one of the important projects there.
Yeah.
And the aim of this project was to reduce 264,000 tons of carbon dioxide emissions,
Mm.
which is a great number annually, and also economic and social returns.
Right, and I'm glad you also mentioned, Salwa, earlier the new administrative capital, because there are plans there to use solar energy. There will be a number of green areas.
Yeah.
Recycling waste will be done in an environmentally friendly way. So I guess also the administrative capital is another proof that Egypt is
Yeah.
moving forward in that domain, and that
Yes.
must encourage you as youth. A question here about COP27. I mean, that will be a huge event globally.
Yeah.
What do you plan? Do you have any plans at the university to attend this summit? You will have a lot of researches definitely about the summit. What are your plans for the summit?
Well, actually, we're now planning to maybe make a simulation model to the COP27, but it's not yet prepared. Maybe we'll write research, make competitions about researches related to climate change. It's not yet prepared.